With CS2 right around the corner, it's never been more important to be in the know on how to best position yourself and your crosshair for every fight to be more in your favor. My name is TATM, and today I'll be showing you how to be the next Nico. So I got 3 very important tips for you in this video. The first one we're going to start off with: reposition to peak and adjust how you peak. Every time you take a fight, it's very important on how you are peaking. I have 2 examples on this map. The one I have right here, let's say there's an upper divider and you peak as number 1, and he takes the shot, but he doesn't kill you, but you want to peek him again. You could reset and peek him from a lower angle and take the fight where he's expecting your body somewhere else or your head somewhere else. I'm going to show this as the opper. Let's say the opper, he takes the shot, he shoots that guy, but then he repeaks and you're over there. It's a very drastic change in depth and height. He would have to flick you to accurately shoot you. Another example I have on this map is if you come to short, let's say you're playing a retake or you're trying to entry into the site from short and you're taking these fights and you come here and you peek one of these guys and they reset and peek in the opposite angle. Let's say this guy peeks and only his shoulders and his head is shown, but then you see him and he wants to repeak and he peeks up here. And now he just took a very wide angle on you and swung you, or vice versa, where he took a wide angle and then reset into a headshot angle, and it messes most people up. It's very hard for him to accurately shoot you unless you repeak him in the same angle. So right here, you're essentially giving the chances of you winning the fight more in your favor, and it's making him a lot harder to get hit. It's very easy to put it more in your favor, like I just said. Take the headshot angle, go wide, take the swing fight, or reset and reverse it where you're taking this headshot angle and you took the fight, hold a different angle and swing. Now that goes into something else. You don't always have to swing them. If, let's say, another example is short and this pit ramp on B, you come and take this headshot angle fight, but then you back up and you hold an off angle for them to swing in. Maybe you're in a 1v2 and he's going to have to clear your teammates. Maybe he looks over here, maybe he looks over here and he tries to swing you, and you're just taking the off angle. You see his barrel, you kill him. You never always have to re-swing him. And if you do, like I said again, make sure it's a different angle if you can, because it's a lot harder for him to kill you and it'll be more in your favor every time. Tip number 2, don't force the fights. Play into the weakness of the opponent. Good example, let's say you're right here truck and you're taking this fight and you're right here and you tag him with 3 times, but you don't really need to hold him because he wants that fight. He's low, he wants to try to headshot you and instantly kill you. Instead of holding this still, if you tag him, you can back up, you can hold an off angle, you can come here and hold a headshot angle, and you can reset and change how you're holding him or change what you're doing, because he's probably going to expect you to hold him after you tagged him or maybe push him. So if you want to reset, maybe find another opponent or let your teammate hold him and then trade off your teammate. Change up what you're doing and make it more in your favor. Now, another good example is on B. Let's say you are default, you plant, you take a shot heaven, he's not there, and you come and you take a fight group. You tag him, but he jumps away. You could reset, come here, and you can pick another angle to fight and then come in and take a fight here. Or you can back up and hold this swing, and then you see him go pit and you reset and you have another angle right here. A lot of CS is positioning and your movement around the map, trying to deceive your opponents on where you are if you're taking the fights. It's not all about raw aim. Raw aim will get you everywhere, but positioning can always win you fights. If you can't rely on that raw aim all the time, positioning will get you that either way. And if you have both, you'll efficiently win and dominate every fight you take. It's all about the game sense, and it's all about the positioning and the weaknesses of your opponent. Now, tip number 3, clear angles accordingly. Only lazy clear if you think it's an efficient clear because you don't expect them there. Now, what do I mean by that? A lot of people that I see lazy clear angles and it gets them killed. Let's say you're retaking and you're rotating up to B and you're retaking the A bomb site, and you kind of don't really expect them to the right, so you kind of just look over there like very lazily, just semi-clear it, and then you come up. But he was just right there and you get headshotted. Now, lazy clears are efficient if you don't have the time, or if you think you have a timing and you just don't need to clear something. So a good example would be, let's say right over here, let's say you're a CT, they're taking bath right now, but the bath smoke is down. So let's say the T's are taking, they're pressuring party, and you're pressuring long. You don't really need to take that look into this corner because the timing wouldn't be there for them to be there. So you can just keep working towards long and fight there and pressure there. Now, there's a time and place to lazy clear. Clear every angle as efficiently as possible. Don't try to make up fake angles. If you know the angles, pre-aim them and they'll be cleared quickly. So right over here, you have the angle up right up here, and then you can come clear the truck angle, and then you can clear close and then close left. See how I'm clearing them one by one. Try not to take the fights at the same time. Try to make them more in your favor where you're not peeking different angles at the same time. Try to take one or two at the same time and then take these fights. Instead of swinging here and taking all these fights at the same time, it'll be more in your favor. If you take one by one, let's say truck, and you take the headshot angle and you clear close with it, and then you come up and you clear close left, and you come up, you clear SWAT, or maybe you think he's dice or he's walking up against truck wall right here, and let's say you clear truck again, you clear truck wall, clear dice, clear close right, you walk up, then you can clear long, and then you can clear SWAT and then walk up, you clear headshot, clear bath, clear divider, clear headshot again, and then you can wrap the sight. Stuff like that where you're taking them at your will. The fights that you are taking are the fights that you are expecting. Where you're right here, you're expecting the fight because you're pre-aiming that. You're getting ready to fight that. And that's very important as well. If you're lazy clearing and lazy fighting multiple angles, you're going to be less in favor because maybe 2 people are holding you, maybe 3 people, or maybe there's a player in the angle that you're not looking at when you peek into 2 and he kills you immediately. And these tips are always applicable on other maps. Obviously, you have Inferno B, where you can take a separate angle off site or pit when you're peeking into CT. The different off angles, offsetting your heights and changing the way you peek. Maybe you swung, maybe you took a close crouch peek. It's all about the fundamentals and practicing the correct peeks and always the weaknesses of your opponents. With these tips, I'm sure you'll be able to win more gunfights more efficiently and more effectively. My name is TATM, and I'll see you in the next one.